what we're seeing are folks are trying to approach this in a fairly generic way. In other words, they're coming up with a copilot that's can sit on top of all your data. And if you do that, you can again ask fairly generic questions that require still some data literacy. And really our approach, and that we've seen as we've started to work with our customers on this, is that you really need to focus on a use case, and because that use case, let's say I'm trying to understand, what my brand is doing and how healthy my brand is. Well, that use case requires some specialized knowledge, some access to certain data, understanding what that data means, an understanding of how people think about and even talk about that data, and the building of skills that ideally understand how to access, interpret, and talk about that data. So this whole world of the copilots, we're seeing a lot of very generic ones that provide data access. What we're finding is you really need to center around an analytical problem. Understanding how healthy is my brand? How is my brand performing? Or what are sales drivers? Those things require a lot more domain expertise and use case expertise, and in many cases, company expertise, because what we find is the language that company A uses to talk about the same kinds of things around brand power, for example, as company B, can make the difference in adoption in terms of how people understand, interpret, and value the results that they get back from a copilot like Max.